Hey there guys, DMO73 here, bringing you the deck profile for David's Shaela control. It is very similar to the flute control list, just kind of takes advantage of a couple of different ideas and kind of extra cards that Shaela gets that flute obviously doesn't. So it is still white, blue, green, so our stone base is 4 deep wood, 4 light vapors, and 2 of the Kaguya Stone of Sorrow. Shaela lets her search for the weather change rain, as well as makes the weather rain on your turn, and then can flip over to make the weather permanently rain, and she draws a card, which is pretty nice. Most of this deck is spells, but it does run some creatures. It runs 2 of Alice, Girl of the Blue Planet, for her God's Art ability, and have a flyer. You can just lock out the card that you kind of can't deal with all your cancel spells using Alice. 3 Iya, because when you get to enough stones, she has unblockable, essentially. She just can swing through without having to worry about your opponent's creatures, as well as she lets you draw a card whenever you resonance for water. And she can be targeted by creature effects, which is nice because your cancel spells should be able to deal with most of the spells your opponent might be using. And then 2 Charlotte as an additional win con. You draw a lot of cards in this deck, you can recycle your deck a lot, so Charlotte gets to be kind of this really, really heavy hitter, especially when you take into account the Dawn of the Earth kind of untapping and untap, pump, and draw a card. Essentially this turns into another sweet free swing with Charlotte plus +4/+4 to her stats, which is really nice. Going into the spells, we run 4 Amaterasu's Foresight. It is a control deck that doesn't have a lot to deal with creatures that already stick on the field, so you need to be able to stop that damage. 4 Seabed Investigation for draw power. Because you have Shaela, you get to look at 4 and keep 2 of them, which is really nice. 4 Spinning Aqua Souls to make recycling all of your spells really easy. 4 Severing Winds for cancels. 3 Dawn of the Earth for being able to, like I said, untap creatures and then swing again, while giving that pump, as well as more draw power primarily. 3 Cleansing Rains to help put cards, prevent things that are attacking, put them on top of your opponent's deck or back in their hand. 3 Shaela's Foresight to be able to recycle your graveyard, deal with your opponent's graveyard, deal with an attacking creature, recycle your deck, all kinds of stuff, because again, you have Shaela, so you get to use all the modes. 2 Millennia Bond for more cancels, 2 Keys Calls for more canceling of creature abilities, 2 Fair's spell to be able to cancel instant speed stuff, and then 2 Weather Change Rains, just in case you need to, so that you can kind of thin out the deck a little bit more, and you have something to search for with Shaela, potentially. Again, a lot of the cards in this deck do draw power in some way, so you should always have a handful of stuff. Plus with Spinning Aqua Soul, you can make reuse of a lot of your spells really easily. But that is the deck list. It's pretty straightforward. Let me know what you guys think, and if you would consider trying out something like this. Huge thanks to David for shipping me the list, and until next time guys, this is DMO73, signing off.